Hey everyone. I wanted to jump on here for a quick late night update on new details from the Bryan Kohberger documents. News reporter Brian Entin recently obtained records in the Idaho 4 case that reveal some additional information. I've been reviewing them and typing up my notes as I went, so tonight I'll be reading straight from my laptop. I apologize for the lighting and any background noise. I just wanted to get this out to you right away instead of waiting for a full studio setup. Let's dive into what I found. Kaylee was singing and playing music upstairs. She thought she heard what was Kaylee and her Doc Martens walking up the stairs when she heard someone say, "Someone is here." Then she heard male voice that stated, "It's okay, I'm here for you." She then heard what she thought was Kaylee running down the stairs, followed by Murphy barking. She opened her door and saw nothing. She then closed the door. Later, she heard crying that she thought was Kaylee, along with a male voice coming from the bathroom on the second floor, which she now knows was Zana's room. She had been watching Vampire Diary and said she wasn't sure if Murphy, the dog, was upstairs or downstairs when she first opened the door. He could have been barking at a distance. Despite hearing noises, she saw the male and initially thought he was holding a vacuum, but now realizes it was probably something like a cylinder with a triangular bottom. He was about 3 feet away when she saw him walking out of the kitchen. When asked about the lighting, she said it could have been the lights in Zana's room or the party string lights. She wasn't sure if the bathroom lights were on. She's been trying to piece things together. She mentioned sometimes having gradual memory recall. This is common with trauma. She said Ethan couldn't stay at the fraternity because where his gray specs apartment was. Police showed her a balaclava, and she wasn't certain if that was what the man was wearing. She also recalled that about a month earlier, Kaylee had said the suspect lived in the apartments above the girl's residence, a few 0.0. Weeks before the murder, they went to Starbucks, returned home, and found the door open. They thought it might have been the snow and wind. Kaylee had prior issues with the door. Weeks before the 13th, she heard a woman scream. She recalled hearing Kaylee crying and a male voice saying, "I'm here for her." She didn't know why she was scared. No one tried to open her door, though they could have easily done so. She thought it might have been someone who had been in the house the previous year when other girls lived there. She didn't know anyone who would want to hurt them. She remembered the bushy eyebrows of the man she saw. When she awoke that morning, and they were both too frightened to even go to the bathroom, she texted Maddie. They stayed in the house until police arrived. Tape went up, then an ambulance came. Police report on arrival. Officers noted the sliding glass doors in the kitchen and one shoe print leading away from the residence. She was asked if she had to unlock the front door when she came home that morning, and she said she thought so. She remembered the sliding door being closed, but wasn't sure if it was locked. When she first got home, she tried to let Murphy out of Kaylee's room. Kaylee's lights were on. Murphy came back inside after being let out. Official statement on DM's account. Officers had matched it with the crime scene details and other reports from a fellow student in class with Bryan Kohberger. The report described what officers saw when they entered. 2 household occupants, identified as blank and blank, were outside with 2 other females and 1 male. The male said he had grabbed a knife from the kitchen and cleared the first and second floors before placing the knife on the table. Inside, they found victims Kernodle and Chapin in a bedroom on the 2nd floor, and victims Goncalves and Mogan in a bedroom on the 3rd floor. All victims had multiple stab wounds. The sliding glass door was open, and there were footprints in the melting snow leading to and from the house. A single shoe print was found in a neighboring yard. 5 vehicles were parked outside belonging to the victims. One witness awoke and opened her bedroom door to hear a male voice say, I'm here for you," followed by crying. She shut her door, then later reopened it and saw someone about 5'10", dressed in black with a ski mask. She made eye contact and could see they were Caucasian through the eye openings. She shut her door again, telling her to come to her room, and ran downstairs where they fell asleep. From the living room looking into the west bedroom, officers saw a female lying near the center of the room with her legs and arms covered in blood. Multiple drops of red liquid were near the entrance knob. Ethan Chapin was lying partially covered with a blanket. His neck and chest were heavily covered in blood. Walls had red cast off, and there were pools of blood on the floor. At the top of the stairs was a small hallway. The bedroom to the left had an unmade bed and a black coat on the ground. Down the hall was a bathroom. In the bedroom, Goncalves and Mogan were covered by a beige comforter with a large pool of blood near its center.